Welcome back. We are in the kitchen this morning with Chef Brad from 2611.com.
Yep, food2611.com.
That's right. Okay, I was going to say 27. I don't know why I was going 27. Maybe 7 days a week. We're making chicken Parmesan in the kitchen this morning, and I'm kind of excited about this one.
It's an easy recipe. I think, you know, you follow a few basic steps. Probably more setup than there is actually work involved in this, so it's a real simple recipe.
And I know that we've just talked a little bit about the setup. We have some egg that you kind of scrambled up.
Yep, just mixed up. No water or anything, just eggs.
Flour and breadcrumbs.
Yep.
How do we start?
First, we're going to make a quick sauce. And all I've done is I bought some already flavored crushed tomatoes with Italian seasoning, and then some tomato paste, just one small can of tomato paste that's already got Italian seasonings in it too. So this is a quick way to make a quick red sauce for your pasta, or to put on what we're going to do today, the chicken parm. So we've got that started. And then our setup, like I said, we have 3 different stations. And actually, the egg comes in the middle.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so
second.
When we get ready, we're going to go flour, we're going to go eggs, and then we're going to go breadcrumbs. But the key to this is to put your cheese in with your breadcrumbs. So many times I have chicken parm, and there's not cheese in with the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
It's like they could maybe top it, but the whole point behind the recipe is that the cheese is in with the bread, and you get this crusty, just awesome flavor.
Awesome.
So all we do is put that in with the breadcrumbs, and what I did is I just bought Italian flavored breadcrumbs. So it's already got the Italian seasoning in it. I mean, you could do all this stuff from scratch.
Pretty easy, right?
But I want you guys to have it easy, so you guys actually make this. I want people to make this at home, not just read it and watch, but actually get it out and make it.
Get it and make it, and I think you're doing it fairly easy for us. We don't gotta like rip the bread apart or...
Yeah, we simplified it. I mean, just because nobody wants to spend 2-3 hours in the kitchen.
No.
So what we want to do is create something you can throw together, and really the prep time in all of this, in cook time, you're going to be about half hour, 45 minutes total.
Awesome.
Welcome back. We're with Chef Brad from Food 2611. We're making chicken Parmesan today with Brad. And basically, it's chicken noodles and red sauce, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And Parmesan cheese, the key to everything.
What are you doing right now?
What I want to do, so you don't have to pound these out. What you want to do is take your whole breast and cut it in half. Just be real careful because it's slippery and stuff like that. And this way you don't have to pound out your chicken. Then I wanted to show you guys, you go flour.
Flour.
You go egg.
Egg.
And then you go into your breadcrumbs.
Flour and breadcrumbs. Everybody knows about that part. That's pretty simple stuff.
I think where people get confused is you do flour first.
Yeah.
Not the egg first. You always do the flour first. And then what you do is you come over and we're just going to pan sear this to get some color on it. And once we have some color, then we're going to finish them off in the oven.
These are the ones that are finished?
Yep, those are finished. And what we're going to do is just kind of sauce those up. So we're just going to put a little sauce on each one.
Now, did you make the sauce in the last segment?
Yeah. And
what's in the sauce, man?
All that's in the sauce is a can of tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, and 1 small can of tomato paste.
Okay. You could use ragu if you had it,
if you want to use a jar, that's fine. It really is. It's not going to hurt anything. You want to simplify it. I just like to have a little more control.
And this is kind of a crispy chicken when you're done?
Yeah, because of the cheese that's in it, it kind of crisps up really good. And that's where you get that texture you're looking for with a chicken parm. You really want that to crisp up. That's why we have the cheese in the breadcrumbs that we showed in the first segment. And so all we're going to do is just brown this off. Now, it's not going to be finished cooked. Don't bite into this because you're going to be eating raw chicken. All we want is to crisp that up. All right. Sauce it and put it in the oven.
Wonderful, Brad. We have the details on our website at mynbcnews.com as far as the recipe goes, and we'll have more from Brad, and we'll have a little bite of that coming up in the broadcast, Jason.
Welcome back in the kitchen with Chef Brad, and we are making up some chicken Parmesan, and it is looking delish. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good.
We're going to add some real tomatoes here.
Yeah, what we did is we got our chicken parm done. I have my pasta cooked, and I'm going to make just this real quick sauce. Cherry tomatoes are just now starting to come into season. It's going to splash a little bit, so I don't want to get you. But
you did get me.
Did I?
Yeah, that's okay.
All we're going to do is add some cherry tomatoes to some hot oil, and we're just going to stir. This is going to slowly break down.
Yeah.
Turn on a fan. That'll help protect you. It'll slowly break down, and we're going to end up with this great kind of sweet summer sauce. And we're going to put it through a spoon mill so we end up with this really smooth sauce, so it's really light on the pasta. Our chicken parm is done. We put some mozzarella cheese on it. Just before we serve, we'll put it in the oven for a couple minutes. and then that'll be done.
Awesome. Oh, it looks delicious.
Right now what's happening is these tomatoes, the skins are starting to break and their juices are going to start coming out.
Yeah.
There's no salt, no pepper, or anything in this. We're going to let this go till the juices start just coming out a little bit, and then we're going to hit it with some fresh garlic, a little bit of fresh basil. We're just going to cook it down for a little bit. And it's just about 8 minutes you have just this beautiful sauce. You can run it through a sieve if you don't have a food mill, but a food mill works so much better.
Ooh, it looks delicious.
It's going to be sweet. Cherry tomatoes are just now coming into season, and they're real sweet right now.
Did you guys get a look at this awesome chicken Parmesan over here? Yeah, come right on in there.
Just about done. What we need to do is just put that in the oven for a couple more minutes to finish off and melt our mozzarella cheese. This fresh mozzarella. Can't buy it fresh, you know, you can buy shredded if you want.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you finish up here, Brad, and we'll check back in with you in a few moments. Let's head over to Joel.